I have seen this one get brought up a lot when it comes to discussing the future of the MCU and the multiverse, and that's people asking other people that believe that the X-Men movies are canon to the MCU why they believe this and how it can work, because it doesn't make sense. I swear to God, nobody watches anything. Does anybody actually watch anything or listen to what they've said or announced? There's literally people out here arguing whether the X-Men films are canon to the MCU or not. So let's get the basics out of the way before we get into why they are. They're not. Okay? Let me be frank. They're not. The X-Men continuity doesn't make sense. It's all over the place. You can't place these films in the MCU because they would have had to be mentioned somewhere. You'd have to mention, yeah, remember that time there was a White House attack on the, president by the mutants? Yeah, you think that'd be a plot point mentioned in the MCU at some point. You think at some point somebody in Peter's school would be like, hey, remember when the White House was flying and we had killer robots roaming the streets? So no, that's not canon. Except they confirmed to you that in a way everything will be canon because of the multiverse. There you go. Deadpool. Deadpool alone confirms to you that everything will be canon because they literally said Deadpool 3 is coming to the MCU. Deadpool is part of that loose continuity that they have over there with the X-Men, which Deadpool even makes fun of. So when he joins the MCU, whatever he brings with him or whatever comes over from that universe, it's automatically all canonized. So no, you can't technically place the X-Men films into continuity by going, well, this film took place here in the 70s, oh, and this one takes place right along with Captain Marvel in the 90s, and this one, oh, definitely lands in 2000, and yes, X-Men 3 takes place right at the same time as the first Iron Man. You can't do that. I mean, you can't, but in a separate reality where things were messed up, it can work like that. Deadpool will more than likely address a scenario like this in a joking, comedic style Deadpool way. He'll be from the other universe. They'll just abandon all of it. Maybe they'll acknowledge it. I don't know. You know, we don't know what they got planned. But no, technically they're not in continuity. But yes, they will be. They're just not mandatory watching, right? Because Deadpool 3 will be in the MCU, and it's also Deadpool 3. So I think most people understand what I'm saying. It's not that hard to follow.